Hello, 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 everyone. Hello. Hello, everyone. Hello, 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 hello. So I feel no abaso am wakwaba eba long time talks. E also for be wo mriku nyampon one. Idin gusu di mriku nyampon. Long time talks any fie dey wie. Nti wo ba so pe na wa wo so na wa share na wa invite obi ama me. Mesrɛ wo dwumadi a yɛ ba bi di me pɛ sɛ interactive enough nti no oba so ana wa share mmɔden ana share video yi ema me na afrɛ obi na obi nso emra emehwɛ bi sɛ waba so na menchi a wafa kyɛ me na minhu nti no afei na me try sɛ me share to other platforms nti oba so pɛ na wawo so oba pɛ na wawo so oba pɛ na wawo so na di dwumadie no ahyehyɛ so mefa kwanya we so much yama me free ye sapon and wawoda. Today is your birthday, my able secretary 1. Today is your birthday and I salute you wherever you are. Happy birthday. May the Lord lift your head. May the Lord make your head like the unicorn. May you shine like a star. May you possess the gates of your enemies. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday. My own very sister, my own blood sister, Barbara Ufuri, all the way in London. Happy birthday to you, sis. I know today is your birthday too, and I celebrate you. I celebrate you. I know you have a wonderful day yourself. So, hey, now man for way, and I mean, I don't see anything on the screen. Oh, Toba sope now only pakono. What say hi so that I'll be able to greet you and all that. Okay, so today we are going to talk about keys in life. Keys. What are keys? What do we use keys for? And we're going to apply it to life. So when you come on, you share and you invite somebody for me. I'm trying to share the link. I don't know why it's not working on my distance. So if you come on, just share. Help me share to call other people on this feed, please. If you come on, just share and help me call other people on this feed. I don't know why Facebook is not allowing me to share, but immediately you come on. So long as you are on, just share the feed for me. So that share the feed for me. Let's invite other people to come on. Let's invite other people to come on. I want people to come on so that I don't have to be repeating myself, or when somebody comes on, will say you should repeat yourself. That's why I'm trying to hello. Good afternoon to each and every one of you. If you are on, it's good to see you. Say hello, say hi. If you are on, let me hear you say hello or hi. Watching comments. Okay. Rosa Michiao, I hope so. Yeah. Mamia 3 years upon today is your birthday. It says, I celebrate you. Today we're going to talk about keys in life. At every stage in life, there are keys, and you need to have the correct key to be open, to be able to access that stage in your life. I don't know about you, but I will start from scratch. So if you are a child from infancy to preteen, so let's say from infancy to somewhere 12-year-old, I will use UK timeline because that's where I am in. But in Ghana, you have to start it very early. Where we are, some of us have to grow up very early. especially if you are not living with your own parent like I did. You will start very early stages in life. So it depends on where you are coming from. But I will start with from birth to preteen. Um, you are innocent. You do a lot of mistakes. You are free. When you fall, somebody might be there to catch you up and all that. But if you are not lucky, you don't have parents, or the people who are supposed to look after you, your primary carers, which is your mom, your dad, they are not available at that time. You be careful how you walk. You live a carefree life. At that stage in life, you don't worry about much things. You are not bothered about a lot of things. But this thing that I'm going to teach this afternoon, I wish my parents knew it. I wish they understand those things. For some people, they are lucky right from the word go, there was somebody to teach them those things. For some people, their parents, where your background and where you are coming from will let you grasp or not to grasp this teaching. Why? Because for some of us, we don't even know. And when I say adiachi, we know our age, but age kuna yewo mukura no. Ye nim keys ku e dey assess it is just that adiachi. Yen sheda any formula, yen sheda any plans, yen sheda any bribi poti bi esi ye ni so. Enti no ye ka keys for stages in life. Ne dia ne se wanin ma wo enti you miss certain things in life. And you obiya na eye yen say sa divine way no ye ba ebibimemu a. When we come to an ethnic backgrounds, we don't have an idea. I mean, we have no idea where we're going. But for our Caucasians, families and friends, the way their system is structured, it incorporates those things. They are unaware, some of them are even unaware about it. But those who are very intentional and aspiring to do better, they know that thing early part in their life. So for those of us who are in the diaspora, our kids are going to school here. The reason why our kids are different, have different mentality than those in Ghana, is the fact that the system actually integrates all these things unknowingly to the kids. And by the time you grow, it's that thing is in the child already. Say, for instance, you are in the UK, and even how the system works, even how they calculate their bills, even some, let's say you have a Sky, what the US people will call the cables and all that. If you are on contract, you realize that they text you, oh, on so date, the direct debit will go into your account, or at this date, your bill will be ready. So you pre-plan whatever you are doing. You have to organize yourself, whether financially, physically, everything. You need to plan everything. You must have structure. You must have system that will work for you. Even if it's a credit note, what you call credit note in America, or credit agreement in UK, or you take a loan or whatever, there must be systems. Even when you are struggling to pay, they have a way of doing it and all that. But back home, it is big and crying. A babe can crying. A different ball game together. Enti yan kra na wohwem a e was say yenya keys no, but we missed those keys. Ya misses our keys no. Enti eno ho asem en komo na ye ba bedi ene. That key stages is very important, that each and every one of us will have an idea what kind of keys we want to access, what kind of keys we want to access, and at what time. If not used appropriately, you might use certain keys, like your car keys for your door keys, which will not work. Or you use your door key for your backyard or your garage key, it's not going to work. So you have to know the key stages in your life and apply it applicably. Apply it applicably. Okay. Abusiafo mo fan cheme ene maye late kakra inti no me broadcast no ache menim say a man for was waiting for 1 o'clock. By me afraid my buy my bread. Me die no say enough for me. Alarm no boy cry man my bread. Forgive. Why? Yeah, about key stages. Hey, Angela Michelle, Mrs. I greet you. I hope all is well. Happy New Year. We are talking about key stages in life. In this life that we are living, I've already thought about that. Our mind is a battlefield. Now, at every point in time, there is a key that you need to access that stage in your life. So let's say you are single. What kind of keys do I need to be able to? But your noise, what you mean, Candy? If you are on, you can hear me say yes, because I think say so. One was on. If you can hear me, I say yes in Pabucho. At every point in time, okay. Yeah, you maybe what I say. Into noise, we will move and chemi. Yeah, you maybe what I say. And just few drillings, but it will be okay. Into my entwaso. Oba now share video no share to your wall, share to your school platform. It will benefit somebody. These teachings will benefit somebody. A lot of us, if you have had this knowledge earlier on in life, we could have so far. We could have sent kanaya was information in Wayensa and we could have done better. But better late than never. Better late than never. Even if you don't know, and today you are going to hear a key thing, one key for you to able to access certain part of your life, it will go a long way. It doesn't matter. I always say that it is never too late. It's better for me to start down to say I am late in. So key stages in life. Key stages. So I was talking about from birth to preteen. It's a carefree time where if you're bufle, I mean, you don't have much to worry. When it's so ya just say if you are living with your mom and dad, then it's even a bonus. So at that key stage in your life, all you need to do, you eat, you sleep, you don't think about anything, bills are paid for you. That is the time when you sleep. I won't say nine back with the baby. Me, if you want me to be sure me mesa and pack a cracker, not me down, I will say the night the baby, won't you have bills anyhow? He's in that stage of his life. It's a carefree, how food will come, how you be clothed, how you wear, and all those things, Or in shadow here was that, and Udiana said, Yania that stage in life, and no, ideally, and shoe. That is how life is supposed to. A child should be allowed to be a child. It's only the fact that where you and I are coming from, Ghana no baby are you free no. And stage in life, I didn't have time to play. Like I was telling people a few days ago. Time I did agro. And when life did not give me that luxury to be playing around. Life did not give me that luxury to be a child. Now, this is how when there is a deficit, it can play back on you. To go and say, time when year, it was a use keys, bino. Not a fair, not make, obi or why when you not grow one in so. I hope somebody is feeling me this afternoon. The key stages in life where you are supposed to be a child, but that time you were being asked to be an adult. If you are not careful, when you are supposed to be an adult, because you have missed certain milestones in your life, because you have missed certain doors, and certain doors have been closed in your faces. If you don't, your resilience doesn't come through for you at that point in time, you might mess things up. Because time was said we are serious, Now say I grow and now you are over serious in life. Once you have to relearn and learn certain things to balance the equation, you will miss certain opportunities in life. So, for instance, I don't know whether people obi a me anti say me kasa asem we da. A lot of us, like I said, you miss certain opportunities, you miss certain stages in your life. And one of the stages in my life I missed as a child because I didn't have the opportunity to be playing as my I need to grow up very quickly. I was very serious with everything. Serious to the sense, there was now there was this young man. He didn't do anything to me. I was dating that young man. He didn't do anything to me. The only thing the guy shown was a bit of weakness. It shows an emotion, and I'm like, and then a bear man so now yeah, who's saying, and look cool. That alone, keke. But looking back, I realized that it is not it wasn't my fault because where I was coming from, no, I don't show my emotions. Situation didn't allow me to show my vulnerability, and in my small mind as that time, Onona is coming from a good place, I saw him as a weaker person. It's a shame today I've grown up and I realized that it was wrong thing for me to do. I have information now. I look at life differently. I understand social dynamic backgrounds these days, and the narrative has changed. Some of us, we have missed certain opportunities, we have missed certain things in life because as at that time the was different. Both of you would attest to say when you are growing, unia or perception about I feel life is also a teacher. So it teaches you a lot of things. As you are growing, you realize that it's only a fool who doesn't learn as life is going on. Life is evolving, and every now and again, even we as individuals, there were things that we used to like when we were young. There are certain things we used to do when we are young. At this point in time in our life, it doesn't add, it's of no importance to us now. Like when you are young, you are 18, teenage hormones are playing up to you. You think you are a guy, you think it is your time to fool around. Take away kakra ubakudi and joint be a continent, won't you? And then no joint no hokra would do when you can't be bothered. Am I lying? Those times, we can't ask them digestive biscuit kakra boy be better wunti. I mean, what a silly. And then you look back and today you can afford digestive biscuit. I mean, you are in the UK. What is digestive biscuit? I mean, a child who is born and bred in UK, digestive biscuit will not let him fall in love. I just say, but when you are young, you do stupid things. Life is like that. That is how life is. Yes. But all these things come in to teach you something. The only thing is, a lot of us didn't get the guidance to be able to avoid certain mistakes. And the reason why we didn't get guidance is the generation before us didn't know better either. Or the home you are coming from, where your background, your settings, where you were being raised, they didn't know anything better either. The owo wo no ana the otete wo no enim na wa imparte ewo so. So and mediama mansen eba be typical example. When it comes to one man a tobu or if he's addressing certain issues because of where he's coming from, no, it's like even though say okasene mama is straight, no, it's not the same like living with somebody. No matter how Sunkwa PSC was straight to her, no, there's a whole lot of things she got away with. For her, education was paramount to his mom. When you are living with somebody, no, time I was a school, no, so it's two different things. So na education it means that when two are being raised by women, same woman, but certain socio-economical backgrounds, their perspective on how they are raising the child or nurturing the child is different. And obi betimi ne maame ne papa atena se baako ama manse papa is a doctor papa na raise ba ne dada na wo ye ne ba ya set pace be that at all. No matter how no, I will say you must rise either above or that threshold. No, you should get. I hope somebody understand what I'm saying. Keys no are very important, but answer na even obeti keys of life na se no. Aje wa hu bebia wo gina ntina mato me bo ase. Backgrounds anyhow we can actually access keys. Is that you amechia? Hey, odoni, adu odoni. Mechia. Nchi PSC pa na mdema. And then you can't about keys. Nsafua. Abrabona ye bono. Baby, I would do abrabun be our safua be a yedibie. Enti me bisa say, so baby, I would say no. Unim safua would be mu bebre. We are holding the keys, but we are on the wrong door. Some of us also are in the door, but the keys are what say you use edibie no ye nim. But I'm twisting the thing. I'm just shaking a bit of tables here so that you understand where you are coming from and why and the reason why. But at this point in time, some of us might not have the right keys or did not have access. I will actually your curiosity. I will work with a bit of your mind, kakra. Into one kasa uhu baby awujina, then you think of where you stand. I'm not going to say mean to me because me to me A, B, C, D up to Z about your life, but BB should connect about what I'm saying for you to know where you stand. And I started by saying, say, oh yeah, from 0 to preteen. Ideally, you are a child, and as a child, how your food should come from shouldn't be your problem. Where you sleep shouldn't be your problem. How you go to school, how you being fed and all that. When you're a child, that shouldn't be a problem. But I was using myself as an example because I didn't stay with my mom and dad. I didn't have the luxury of having both parents under the same roof. So I have to grow up very quickly. So a baby situation is a because we're living with extended family members. They didn't see us, some of them didn't even see us as their own. They treated us anyhow. They didn't let us young they didn't allow us to be young. You have to grow up quickly. For me, everything I have to do, I need to fight my way through. I just say you fight your way through. I'm saying this so that you identify, because some of us, we have missed certain milestones, we have missed certain doors in our life, and now we are paying the price. And yet, obina but it is the fact that I was now was a now titi be free. And so when you certain keys, want to me access certain doors in your life at certain key stages, you miss certain things. You missed a lot of things in life. And for instance, say yenya ya bewu we bro yachi. No kwasem pa say your boy abrabo yi a ye ma enhu hiada. As a matter of fact, ye ma ya bewu wom krom ha no. Say ye see ye didi I na mo na so no, they will never experience it that. Why? Because somebody has already laid a foundation. Somebody has already make a pathway for that child. Into onu obia or te Africa. No. Ne maame na mu ne papa anhweba. The mother is struggling, and the only way he thinks a child will do well, ne se oden ba come ne sister bi ana ne brother bi ene natena. As to whether the sister and the brother no will abuse maame no, the focus na say for the child to survive no and thrive better than him or herself no. Aje odino komo obi sa adwen na ehye nkrofo bi tiri mu, because o maame na nkasa am planning insane no. Unyinsen na ba o maame so. O papa was able so obey atupadicious no. Na emom responsibility ne ba ye no papa ne ni ho. Enye ne nyina na te sa owu otime ba. Bibia tumisi. So Emma a BF deficit in that angle. And see, I was using myself. Okay. And I was trying to use Amma Manson, so somebody should tag her for me. Now, Omeyina no, because she will be able to, if I say anything which is not what it is, she will be able to explain better. And Ukonyo obi to say Amma Manson. He was raised by a mom and dad. So a dad is an educationist. She's a professor. She's a doctor. She's a professor. Yeah. The mom also a teacher. So and they are raising a young girl up. What do you think? Two professionals raising a girl child. The father has already set the bar as a doctor, Dr. Manson. What do you think? The least those girls can do is to have a doctorate degree. They might have other degrees or been exposed to other things, because we are talking about keys in life. The parents have certain keys in their hands. They have already opened doors for their kids in certain areas of their life. They have make room for certain things, known or unknowingly. But a lot of us, unplanned pregnancies, unforeseen circumstances, backgrounds which are not stable, which are not structured, that the child will find his or herself into it, can make that child miss certain milestones, certain keys, and miss certain access to certain places, which compared to a counterpart in the diaspora, they will have access to. So I was saying that from 0 to preteen, which is 12 or 13, if you're in UK here, is 12. That's age where you play about a lot. I mean, the childness in you is everywhere. You carefree, you take and take and take from your parent, and their duty is to give and give and give because they brought you in this world. It is their job. They allowed you to be who you are. But even that, if you are being brought up by parents who want the best for you, they give you a little responsibility, because from preteen to teen, why you need pay? I will say it to me. I will say who papa from born. You must know right from wrong, and because they are actually also nurturing you, they must impact something in you. Sister Adjoa Odo say, the energy most people put into talking about their bad upbringing than looking for others to say fix their problems. If that energy is approving those who maltreat them wrong, they would more likely accomplish more greater things than you can imagine, but most missed the mark due to their lack of realistic goals. Absolutely. Absolutely. I was just heading towards those places. So then you become a teenager. Let me go to teenager. Teenager, if you are in a home, proper home where you are being nurtured and they want you to be an exemplary citizen or a child. Even as a teenager, they started giving you some chores to do in the home. You started contributing your quota into it. Then if you have a parent who seek your welfare, they know teenagers, who teenagers, they are almost play at them, especially man, petre teenager, baby bubble and powder, be the lip gloss, start to Zania Mana, no start a press buttons be. So that Wabu Bakalana prank a crack and teenage pregnancy be ambro. A be honswa out of a lot of mistakes and peninsum. And petre ne saa nneɛma no akwadaa bi wɔ hɔ a awofoɔ no they are doing everything they can, but it depends on how from birth, from 0 to 12 no, how ne upbringing it de bia meka akwadaa bi wɔ hɔ a the parents are doing everything they can. Nkwadaa ne bi wɔ hɔ a you and I can attest to say ɛnyɛ parent ne na ɛnyɛ papa na akwadaa bi wɔ hɔ a na ɔbɛsoɛ na sɛ ɔnyɛ na onye. The parent might be doing everything in their power. But say en America no say foundation no who say akwala owo na said ye disuni ne ban tie bia no ona wo no. Na until say with the boundaries ene niema betoto na akwan mu. Akwala will push boundaries. Ewo mu a wo se opusu nunum bi hwe se ese wo wanum a akwala wo ho pese wo hwe se how far can he go with you as a parent. Enti wo owofo no ene wo se uye bibu de niema toto na kwan no kore nyame anim. A lot of us yawofo ni bi anye wo wadwuma yie nti we have missed certain things. I mention your mannerism. Niema bebraya ye no habit bi bebraya fa wo kwan so no. Ye mu bebre yawofo ni bi anye wo wadwuma yie. Ye nteteye no ene backgrounds na ye free no. Won wan to won bo ase annecha ye yie. Ebi wo ho anya sa wan necha wo. Na nimu a na nipa na wo tete wo no na onim. He didn't see anything wrong with that. For instance, asresre. Awufo bi wo ho a wo pasrasre nti indirectly akwala no will pick certain things say osradi and there's nothing wrong with it. Yeah. It's true. Asresre. And I say akola bi wo ho a said the ntete yete no. Direct people e won ho no. Untimi nko woni mu nyade, but they feel comfortable going outside. And also wo saa na yede atete no, saa na tie. Foundation can rebuild if one is determined, motivated, and willing to sacrifice by acquiring knowledge, having strategic planning, connecting with the right people with wisdom, etc. Yes. One of the tricky part of this whole thing is saying when foundation no obi wo ho a onim se the foundation enye, but because is living within his own environment no, so ono ankasa identify said there was something wrong. Bibi koso. They be amekase for me. I am lucky. I was determined. I realized that baby I'm free bano. The way I'm huni emanya sa na brabonity. Na ma draw certain image be wo madwenim. Na eyampan, so it's just that I saw another family doing other things which is not a norm at my home, but I prefer that one. I choose your choices. Edu baby and ejuma wo ho. Ejuma wo ho ne say and only keys na me beka ho asem. So wa wonim say wo foundation baby a wo free no oho nya. Enye ano keke e na ye de ka. Na emom no eye bribi a wo hye wo ho den, na wo hye wo ho nkran. Na wo sacrifice it. Hunam ye kita ye eniema bebre wo ho a enyaye ebeye. But until say you actually subdue one who say when you are a user to satisfy the flesh, then now no is very important to your youthfulness. If you are a youth, you upe bebre open and now. Where else a wunya ube who say eniema bi wo ho hia. You one say oh Barbara boy. I will take myself for instance. Na me no. I don't mind buying a shoe, say 500 pounds, 300 pounds shoes. Shoe I made debate for more. Maybe I'm the party no so and yam na me party celebrant no kram yin say bi kura obesha sampa buan. But I will buy it, miniba. I've earned my own money. I will chop it. That's scarcity mentality now. It was yedi. I have to relearn very quickly. Why? Because baby I'm free bano. Na bibia no. I just say what pray and san wenya. Now I have grown. I've earned my own money. Se one fa breaks and to near me biswa. Ene niyama wakomua. Ubaya niyama haphazardly. Ubaya niyama thinking say sahane was there be in your small mind you might think say by the time I will be no now who say life no a beauty because tam and crofo so nsu edisie no na wo so nsu na wo awahwe and now the contain so nsu no ti keys na ye ka ho asem no you miss certain things be bad choices and bad options that we choose at the early part of our life, the foundation stages, in the middle stages where we could redeem ourselves, then we grow into it. Sa stages na say yan krepo and fa breaks and to sa niema ni bia no a you will miss a lot of things. And by the time you grow up, when you know, when you push ya any year. My typical example for instance, Titi asemi aba. Me can be asem. Everybody who knows me, who say social media man ba. I'm not interested. Interested, I mean, and say some of them know the very thing they should have done, but they choose it. Now, me masua bribi se abrabo. Bibi tu obi na you are too quick to jump into it. One hwe ya wo don saba akujire obi so ne enum no ehwe wo so. Nti I am very careful. Very, very careful. Obi a personal issue by me can be. But this goes generally to Ghanaian community. Obi anase ebi before enim say osu wo hia moa waboa no baako. Instead say emoa na waboa no, he will even take it as a seed in his hand to actually better. Anase obema enkom na ede no na ekom na de wodada ansa na nipa ne ma wo moa no. Enti ye ma obi a yenini nyina. Yenini nyina in the name of such na wo san begina ho e wo se ye de ma. Say I say it was say nkrofo ehwe there be. Nobody owes you anything. For the past 3 days, some of the things I'm hearing no meti ana me buafu because you are almost giving almost about 1 billion cedis. 1 billion, almost 1 billion cedis. In 3 months, pe wasa begina ho. Science say. Naturally say, wo de wo ye professional beggar. Why been say abrabo na wo bo no say ni nipa ho na wo ba bedidi wo. No. At least wo hunyansa ato asase. Wo hunyansa ato taxi. Enti so an pasa me papa no a e na wato taxi amamia. Enti no wuntimi nya adwuma ento aduane ma wo papa ni obra amonya car ye de ye adwuma no. But no, me sure say I am pass on their amato taxi on their mobile each and no one nam no go so stressful because they are going to blackmail us. Sa yen nyina sa yen etia broche sa na ebusuafo ye obi tumi kwo was ma two bedin unya ko gisa on two bedin na from time obewo kusi se ne ba no school ku an ba no be wie ni nyina otiri so an bati ye ne yakra bi ofra we broche because wa two bedin. Na wo wa koyi usisimu sa nkwase asem sa no eno no hwan na kire no ketire kwa wiri beko ema ponche na nti hu fifiri say. Have you realized that yenya tia brutire no baby a ye wo ya wo mu Canada, Germany, Austria, UK hwan awoyi ewo mu awoyi enti say ye kura no ye hunyansa ewo kakra bi omo muti awia kete bran so yi yenya wo mu anka wo biri ba bia wo po bi de ho atwetwe no ye kura no bebre natural family planning yen share da kura anko ye family plan na emum no wa the way a system net ye no ene said ya brabo no wo bre no wa wo no wa na abetwa so gidi se ma bebre wo abruchira anka 10 bedu dwan no nko mbe wo bi pa na so wo ba ko mienu said the system ni twa no ma wo do ba be ko ayi yi dey care no wafa ha no wasi ha ti said the na me ba ye ya ene enra me ye night me ba ye ma bre na me wo class me take classroom no na afa me class na pon ma da e wo zoom class no me so so a ma set ye se me be ye video 1 o'clock me ni tie ye no na abo 1:15. This should tell you how tired the body is. The body is really tired. The body na bre but because me set alarm na ebo you na say be ya mati me nti no alarm na ebo nso me nti tese ma bre eventually am timi etete me hu di ye na 1:15 na me am san reset eyin bi ebusiafo de na me ka no me ka ma na kwa akusi say listen, there are certain keys at every stage now until you know to me fan say what do teenage stage no and who go school. Key a wuhian say you will thrive in your education. Apart from that, anything that will nurture you to the next level, no, you will do it to the best of your abilities. But there be you or your teenager. But on one no ni book oni ho adaje. E me masem ne masem adokro no. Enti no one kasa from that stage in your life and I started me say akwabrabo no. Say what nkomo na ye di na say. I use keys because key a wunya at that point in your life and I say you will study, ube sunyadie, ube improve your life for the next decade. Biom na ebeban. At Brabona ye bono, the wuya ni sesi and the hunsun so on beba in the near future. You will see it. And you know, sa stage ya we bia won the mua de you was away. But there be or no more Braboni ye only qualifications was walk away. Only sikada bank enso no okoware nta wade na okoware ni sister bi wo Germany wo UK sister me koware o na sister nso sister ketwa kwa koware nti ni aye shopping chenchire nche ni de ko wanye kura na ma me ne ho anho asu kon so nti wo se wo ye an se de ye omo blackmail nti se de make TTD ye de sa article ni biare o e na unye ba be ware e na unye be ware hu ye mu nyina bi atotototo mu da e bi atotototo mu da meken obi anim bebia kekako enti na wo waye an na wo bra yi awo na obetu bedi nti bra bi wo ho a wo si so no okoware yaje abusuato ne de ware ma no owo ye yaje abusuato ne de ya outdoor wo bra no aye irresponsible fool bibi opa bia ne nua no wo abruchire enkanka won a anuafo na bedi abruchire na ka ono nko a wo Ghana aye ni kwatito bibi yara enti wawo bensia na sebra na nkasa tinani age adwuma ahwe wa na wo because of one crofo na maame nso age na me na na ubekoda ne na isam ne ho enti wo mamu maame sika se de anya sika ne nso no because of the hwe o brother ba ko na sister ba ko na wa mo ne bra yi ne ma no abusuafo yi de na ya se wo a wuti aburuchire no kora waka na to no awode yempa na emom no ye hunu nyansa se ya ntoto niam yi a ye ho be kire yen ye tu kwan ye bepe bibia kofi akodi enti no e wo se ye tete niam so na de wo te Ghana no a awia iboyi awia ntise iboyi wo no afi bia wo beba na ode nyinsan aba afi bia enti no wo hye ni dwan so kra wo Ghana na ahye ya ma wo kisu first wo be ware ya sisa sika na nanka ebe ye dwetire na wodi aye adwuma na ade ahwe ho no ye so be ware nti no ya sisa sika e dia ye sa ade ban no eno ante wofo anka woko ye kura na wo betwen kakra wo manyi nse ni wani mu kan na waboa wukuru na dwetire aba wo nsam waye adwuma kakra ansa na wawo da bi o Ghana ni o ware ya na ebi nso dia na de ben na abewo na dabe no be wo sa dabe no be wo no de ne be yama mu owo a de ne be yama. If that person give birth or worry just after marriage, the expectation in Ghanaian society is to give birth, whether they can afford, they cannot afford. Enti planning be amem akwala ne wo na ase aye formula ma wane de wo se wo ti formula bi anim ye ni plan bi ama akwala no na mo tie me de owo keys no owo nimdie no ansa na akwala ne beba no efie de ne betum no owo dada ansa na akwala ne beba no de owo keys no na onim saa de ban ya making onim akwala dodo a wo be wo kra ansa na waware. The difference between the two ne say the owo abrabo ne safoa no na obie right doors no kita keys no Mrs. Queen ni the owo okita right keys to life no onim to start with even partner obe choose no must be professional ti nkomo na ye di wa ha no ofane so ne nan okane fufuo so nam adentia because abrabo na wo bo no onim keys no onim niam a ebehia no ene niyama oya ebeboa no onimepono ko a obie nti even when we are talking about ansa no besi awade ye kwan so no bia meka se nkokọ na ebo mponche na ebo enwan na ebo nti no mefa ne se wo no wo ya akokọ na opese wo ni obi a oye pete ana se obi a oye eagle na ebo a how would that work enye adwuma ya enye adwuma no se ade ebeteki okode ama na tu no bo nse watu nam wiem na agusu nam fam enti no ewo se wunya ade na wo ye no eho nsafoa enti na meka about se mediama mansen ye mfato ho obi ewo ho anti ya foda ne sister adwo do mo tag ne mame because she can really explain better if I'm wrong about this thing. But I'm praying that I'll get the grace to be able to explain it better for you people to understand the difference. The difference is the fact that for her, the dad has already set the bar. So you have been raised by somebody who is called doctor. The least you could do, the least you could do is to at least have a master's degree. And no kurano, who won't say only namabushi anymore. And you're careful, you feel inferior because you phobia as pass it ne mabe be ko when you must say phobia as pass say ne ba a seed will do greater than SOS. So for mom keys no was adding into the banner all winning in ano I started BB shady trim. Esan se or was you no or te adiana ye yenase. To start with, Aqualano already had a role model he's looking at. And ya bonti no ko show bi dia bobrano. Yen chinchim no, and yes system no na chinchim no. But if not for anything, one nature Aqualano kiss mirror the things they see very quickly. Samasha. Oh, my baby, you know, and I mean, son, won't send me, you will be back home to say, one so on color brims are natty. Your mano, Mefan say, will be a nurse while woman and son. There is the likelihood say one of the kids will go to medical field. I didn't ya mirror imaginative, you're very imaginative about things. Will be a army. Na owo mabe miensa enye denya ne baba could be about the dad who let her go into the army field or uniform work. Ti enkomo na ye di no. Afei se obi de nkwala sua ne mantem se omo obeye role models ma won. There is a tendency say some part bi a wafa so no ba no be fa so bi. Enti ehu hia se owofo ubetwa sapa ama wo mafa so. It is imperative, say as a parent, you be the best role model you can for your kids. One of the things that we failed as Africans, as a before, is say yencha sapa. Awufo bebre yencha sapa. Inti no ebi wo hokra na akwala ne kra no enyin na wahu bibi na yet different from what is the norm no. One shey ya baby ye free no and na sita adwabeka say our dysfunctional mentality no will let somebody wants to say obeka washe because nya sa na ye no baby ye free no ye nya no sa and na we am penin sam dodo and na tena say osuro say you outshine him or her into like ma wo kwan and hyeso and na sit down, be quiet, don't talk. When you are not asked to talk, don't talk. So on Sadian, before baby slow sa, there's this mentality say, mena, me man a or me Simon home. Sergeant anyway, trim, inti obi basso, obi esiso fefe, and so no sergeant na ye di pushino, ye free ya di cradium encouraging no my economy. One got to baby papa, one word power won't trim, who say, ma wo kwan ma wunyin said how it's supposed to be. He's afraid you outshine her. But let me tell you one thing. Say adienu wo and you have passion for it. Ma obiya nka won hye. One of the things I've learned in life, and I say, if truly that thing is your calling, it is part, a baby you are destined for, no matter how long it takes, even at your old age, when you make an effort into just say, the Bible can say, your giftings, and talents will bring us before great men. It is true. It is true. Debia Meka say, this thing that I'm doing, a lot of my family members or some of them, it is not strange to them. But with others, baby, I free bano, they thought we will never get here. But we were building in silence. Even in our pain, we still decide to not let go of our dreams. Even in our rejection, we decide to change the narrative. We wanted the story to end well. Bible said they meant for evil, but God, the biameka. Hard work alone didn't bring me here. For me, hard work alone wasn't enough. Because baby, na ye sheno. I go see mechia medofo. I hope so. Baby, na ye wono. Baby, na brabo na kanya ya sheno. Enye hard work nko. So nyame anomwa. Hard work is not enough. Abusiafo ebi ye adwumaden sen wo de ye no. Enti baby a wagina no enye hard work alone. For me, it is not only hard work alone. Until you know where you are and where you have come from, no. And yeah, hard work and yes, hard work and there are times I need to sacrifice certain things to be able to get where I am. Because for me, I'm fine, Shamano, I was not spoon-fed in any way. Now you said I started from scratch. Even though I might not be able to be running faster like somebody else, but for the fact that there's a movement in what I am doing, it's a sign that I've come far. Make about keys in life. Listen, for some people, typical example, some people, their parents set a pace for them, even according to umukura way. It be more for make me the sister Ajua or Dryer, for instance. A father paid the price. So for them, the time they came to America, they have American passport. They have an American passport. Me pacho 1 minute why Mr. My office is free. For sorry why na child care ya asemu was a my friend near the me now me can about life, keys to life. Me the sister Ajua Odo example. I know say she wouldn't bother because something she have said herself. So sister Ajua Odo ne papa ne didn't buy America. Ain't you know no from right from so free Ghana but no kitankrata. Compared to what I bano all the 6 months and now for a desert so why baby anana me be pie nyame nko anim. Okay, what the 6 months buy you know. You are better off than the Okofa desert because the Okofa desert is so no no so na gene nko. But me can't will say at every stage biano sister Ajua even though send papa de ne buy no e won challenges. Wow, also the busumi nsie ba no also were challenges. Uhia key mu ye nyina ye use safua. But there is a different form of safua I was say you use for that door. That is what I'm trying to tell you this afternoon. So your settings and your backgrounds and where you are coming from will determine the kind of keys you should use. And when not used appropriately. So when you see the right key for the right door, even though say which door no, but you can't enter. That is how some of us yabra bonako yesi. Ye gina right door no, ebrochire ne yetibi. Na mmom ekwan ye fa so ba ye ne bia ye bedru abrabum no ye ni keys no ye de bie certain doors. We made certain wrong choices when we first came when yenkita nkwala no ye ni anna ho. De bia me kan se na me ni ba no wo ye prima ni se won e be chi watum. Me sika no me na me pay you. Enti no dia me pay no me toshe. Dia me ka we chiraw so that you have started doing it and now you are in it and you are doing it, you stop it. Men can't find yes, of course, we need but now me what responsibility. At the same time, I need to take care of myself. Into me and bebre wo and then me wo and then I'm toy. And then I'm toy. The reason why me to me ko baby be say me wo we see me to kwa baby. Then ko tatare mo. Nta na wo ho no. Mesa match. Miss minim combine say betimi akuntu behun ma ye shepe de bi mi wo bi a wunhu mi ni bi a wunhu de bia said de mete ya na mete ma ye shepe. And I do it my way in my own league. I do it in my own way. Ni wo way bibi baso bebre kura mi nye bi obi a ishe we obi me nye no bi. I always want to be different. I always not for anything because I think say the system shouldn't run me. Usha bibia ba wo pese wo ye bi ubenyi a unyi free sa anema ni mu a you realize say some nyema bi wo are very wasteful. A lot of us as waste a lot of resources. Something which could have built an empire for us, we just waste it on unnecessary things, all because we want to belong, we want to be part of the Joneses. I was here for oh yeah kokumba we kokumba kokumba obi ti say Akosia Williams me failing it too. He knows how to source it reasonably, and he will wear it as if he's the most posh person you can ever. If you don't know, you don't know. Go and ask the people, they will tell you. But they are not breaking banks. They know how to source it from the right places. Very reasonable. It will not break a bank. A prima for bebre wo hwa. Na japade no so ne forma ne de hu no physically no. Bibi ba na ye kaso nkotam bibi ba wo hu. Oni bi ebi na ho because ni nyina na the addressing. Obi nso dress the same dressing, but he knows how to source it very cheaply. First ye ba brojire foforo na ye nim se nyansa no. Bibi ba wo pese okotobi. By 3 months no ma ye sales ade na auto ne be 100 200 near ton 70. How stupid can you be? The same thing. Now so unim sa you saw little tricks here. You could still roll, live your life, and you are sikani afeni premeni. That's right. Asamana adiana ebena na me penenu na wakanto sikani na afeni premeni. Ai oye premeni eye simple. Enti premeni betimi ahye fools. Miss a match. Hey, me mitimi ya combine. Me ankasa mitimi feel me ho tan. Me ankasa. Me wo we bitimi. Anyama ni bi wo ha men kan wa. Uhia sa apo na come into my inbox. I will teach you. I will teach you. When you low one shane eye. Me you be any answer. Say me ankasa man tima no anka njero say na me to no. Me about me say sister what tum sister dey so hwe ni kitre yam. Ebi kura na hwe ni se mata so. Ebi kura na hwe ni se mata so. Me one person that bo say matia tumu pa. Dan kura na ebi ni me ho. Dan kura na ebi ni me ho. Bibia I've learned. I have to learn how to do that. And the reason is for the fact that bibi ni mata so no does not make me less of a person. I've learned to live with that. Say ebi ni mata so sisi anti so what? So I shouldn't be who I am. And I should be coward sitting somewhere crying my eyes out. So do be able to say no. I live my life. Confidence is a very good thing to have. When you're a very confident person, it opens doors. You get access to it very easily. And yet arrogant. My brain may say the two things together. They don't know the difference. Confidence is a good thing. Wear it wherever you can. It's one of the weapons I had against lots of my stepmothers. I have confidence in abundance. I was very knowledgeable also. and I tread with cautious and very cautiously. Where else are now one man who live carefree life? No, they were okay. Men na me new bianti. Ade no bibi a me bia na me calculate. Na me very careful. Even though I show up, I've dressed very neatly. I don't even show the thing I'm going through. And that was what na ebi mu wa na stepmothers ni bi wa no mu bufu. Because in spite to say, ya boro me, ya ye, na ma pepa me ni mi su kakra na pepa me ni sorry I meko. And I'll be laughing. The little chance I'll get, I'll pick a book and read. While their kids are fooling, I'll be reading. Me sooning in me kaya de. My ye late me homework no. Me nyenwe ya me nai. Nti no, meti mi ada as late as obia da na me go sote ho. Your prices ni bia. If you want to change the narrative, you have to do. But a lot of Ghanaians don't want to do that. A lot of Ghanaians don't want to pay the price. For instance, oho chero nti wadan for bi wo UK bro nyei otimi abro $50, otimi abro £50. Oho na chero wo dada. Nti se meme no wa gari na medi gari na mo £50 ma pebili bi di aye. So that after say no, I am not waiting say sa nipa kono be sa ma me biem. But Ghana fo bebre nim sa ade ne ye. Premier ni pa bi wo ho. Ya Musa Akosua Williams. We ye premier ni a. Ubetimi at the $10. Edidi for 3 days. Wo makra ehun say hia wo. Unim de ntia. Because unim said ye wototo wo de ma. Unim said ye wo ye wo ne ma. A lot of the times, like I say, those times things were really tough for me. My mama didn't know whether me who actually me ana me who because the way they live no sa no live. It is me, the parent, who knows what I was going through. And I was determined, say me massa mentality, no, I will not let my kids see that part. They will not see that part because some of them, ebi ya me choices na ebi me aduru ho. Ebi ya niema bi e wo se me correct e ye season wo mabrabom. Sisi na niema mu nye yie, but de be yie, but I have to work around my kids. It was say me ne me ma ye adwuma eni nyina me ntitiye mu no me wo se me ka kire me ma I couldn't buy this week because this week minister mu de munya abotre. And our teacher, it's not all the time that I have me and your dad have money. Me come no correct me ma hunu because life is not fair. And yet the bia na de wo pe. Me kai say na me ho kire me fa me ma nko shop. Me fa me ma nko shop. Ade ani shop those me no be kwa ya twere gu paper so. Enti ye kwa na ye se ekoto we be si ne. That system is working for me. Minisa tantrum na wo de akola shop or so pa ade sa tantrum me ni bi. Because right from day one, me de asha wase intimi wo bi o mini bio ye sa na ye de ko. Eye sa na ye de ko. Me ka we so that ye mu bebre wo ho a wo he fear of fleflecho no wo bablochi ye bablochi no ye ho ta ye ndodo. Na sa mindset no eye scarcity mentality na ma ye sa. Wo hu se wo Ghana no ana wo te wo maame una na ho anche mpaboa ye ba akopɛ sasim we meka because me kura na me di hu fɛw mpaboa ye ba akopɛ oba brochire ya wo ultimate mpaboa yi mpaboa bebre mpaboa no so kura won hye wonim de nti a wo yesa eye scarcity eye wo se besa oba ya ultimate no ultimate ni bebre so na won hye Ghana fo bebre me say obroni bi bisa say why are you people opening many supermarket? Because obie wo cupboard mu a milk na tata so wan na ta unim de ntia ya yesa e bia ye free no tea no kra ya milk na ye de shomu kokoko ntia ha ya sese ya wutimi to no wutimi to milk na sam wo bra you don't need it me boa ka kire me se me boa e scarcity mentality aduane no wuntumi niu but because na wo hwa no ye ma kakra bi nti esi awo awutimi to no timi ed good plate ni so bebre nso ntimi ni kakra bi na atimi di ye nyina ye bi ye di ho few me de bia me se mo a mo hwe me no maka me wo ho minimum aduane ketwa no a minimum aduane ketwa no because baby am free no na ye dose enti aduane se oh abra ye ketwa bi o msi yo enye den ye bebro so how I don't know but ni nyina ka yen settings no ho me cancer fo a ye de bie niema na we no sa na yo we I just said you have to learn relearn unlearn tie you have to learn relearn unlearn certain behaviors. First, you need to identify where you lack, where you are slagging off, where your weaknesses are, what makes those things happen. When you are able to deal with those things, some of you, when you start opening those worms, when we start opening those things, it will bring a lot of your vulnerabilities and you don't want to. Ain't na Ghana for be therapy, no? Because once he has a problem, he comes to you or catch that one. The moment I start to be a yibi sope, then he calls back. Ghana for be brain therapy. Reason say their vulnerabilities shows through. Or no work kasana who peki bibi kakrebi wumupe. Now I started a defensive. One of the few things I've observed, I worry for biba or couples biba or now what the one problem about ho only more cancel here and there only more kasa. Then you open some worms be you be sure on person will be and now you give them a hint and then they become defensive. When you're careful, they turn around and then accuse you that you are their problem. If you have been in that situation before, raise up your hands. Have you been in that situation before where, especially those who are in abusive relationship, somebody is in a very terrible relationship, abusive one, you try to resolve the issue. After you do, baby, I will say, all of a sudden now he turns against you. And at the end, baby, I connect in all cancel married couple. Be empathetic, but don't be too involving. Most of the time, leave them to make at the end no more, but no money, baby, at the end, they know where they stand. They know at the end. Sometimes they do a while. I say he just needs somebody to talk to. Just listen. Just listen. Some of them will push you. The moment time you be also making move, they turn around and accuse you that you are their problem. It happens. It happens. May increase the volume of that fact that most people within our society, community do not like therapy counseling because lack certain capability to cope productively. Yes, some of them, it's not even the coping mechanism, but it's the fact that he has actually hid behind that thing at the subconscious of his mind for a very long time. Even though Onim said the air question, unless he addressed, unless he healed from that thing before. Meaning how I put this for you people to understand this teaching I'm doing this afternoon. But I believe, those who know what we are dealing with here at this point in time will attest to say a lot of us as Ghanaians, we are damaged. Maybe are you free no? Yen tete no said ye na wo hwe no bebre we are damaged. One ebi wo ho a enye obi nchen na otena wa o maame nchen kra because o maame na mu no he was damaged. O maame na nkasa mu no didn't know better. Your own mom or your own dad. Some of you, your mom papa na ne brom, mo papa na ne more treating. In my case, my father, I don't know whether he was embracing his wife or it was so ye bibi ma who say he's just disciplined as intin. Wakwala no kro misa na ire ne kan sam no kra wo misa. My own dad, or no one never show. Oh, Misa say your opinion, what happened? There be so long as ire na can because on one mu no fi. Odo mu no ohwe wa ye nka ne mpranse mu ntino but de na onim ne say ne domu na odo mu papa maame na hu ne buafu no and the only person who is the weakest link is me. And both of them now were more hweme no instead of them addressing their issue No. Obi had in any brab is as if some mom papa coboy no. Instead of that woman to say cratchy, a massam now will call anything no. A child will always put the food wrong. Now instead say we are castle giant, yes, I didn't be no. Or no one or pie, or quap road waffle no oba. Ain't no, or the meme or bashemi a natural say, a cover ne yireno, as I what me ye and who say. Me papa on tias and not tiasia. And with all that I've learned these days, one day and go back as and penasem. But no, I would have let him apologize for how he has allowed her wives to mistreat me. And I'll also let him apologize. But I have forgiven myself long time. Because I'm a fine chairman on learning certain behavior and say certain things and Camille drew her. Honestly, Camille drew her. Me say, ye mubi wo ya nkasa ye siblings baby aye free no. Ye busuafo ni bi wo baby nyamedi ya ba beduru. Bebre kura fere sese on beba ye nchen. Unim de ntia because e wo won wadwene mu no. Said ye wo ye won wade yo no. Said ye wo ma ye no. We shouldn't even come far. Yes, I think I back this far. But here we are. Here we are. Here we are. That is why I say it's not only hard work for me. I don't know. Maybe I'm not hard work and uncle. Maybe I'm hard work and uncle. Grace was also part of it. Atom and so come. Ya dom na di nipa free to no de na ba anim. Ya dom nipa timi yi utotwene. At a point in time no na me bo abrabo no say I don't have anybody in my mind. Me ni maame me ni papa. Nti Awurade gye me. Because fa bibia ba bibi tomi a me ni obia. Me ni obia. That is the gospel truth. Me ni obia. Nti na me bo abrabo no according to. Like I said, when it's like that, you'll be going in a pace. It might not look like some other people. And yes, speed said it be expected. But when you cast your mind back, you realize you are moving. Now we're moving so far. And share how our faster people are moving. Let's take for instance Sister Ajodo. Say meti America and I meti UK. Na Sister Ajodo. Eso wa todan. Na me mentor dan ya. Unim de enti a ense se boda me. De enti a wo se eboda me ne se. Sister Ajo abaye no kita green card. Enti no ofa ha no afa ha. Me afei na me no me beye walantu walansa. Abetu ankrata aka krata nso kura nya ba akonya mienu ebia nipa be miensa bedi usika ansa na eventually sai ansa na bedu wo betra nkrata wa bie nkrata do no na Sister Ajodo akọ university wo UK kra uni nkrata untimi nko school online courses no online one no eno enko ba bia enye. You can have a degree but not a recognized. How I may put in it depends on what. And so online courses in a still now is say affiliated with university. You still need Nkrata. And you can be doing online courses. And it's our time just I a professional. America. I turn it down them. I think when you're Nkrata, brofuna make TP na American. I think when you're Nkrata. The American say the only Nkrata say if you are not sitting down, you are moving. No, it's just that the pace and the distance, ne papa build the baby man. Sa adwene we me di hye wutirimu a wuti abrochi da say wawo. E wo se won so uye bribia. Ebema wo ba. I feel say me maame na me papa etwese bia to ho. Eno nkomo na me ni wudi no. Ye ka about doors. Ntinam di kan say yanya yawo ye ma wo abro yachi okom se akom di akwala uba ehu bi da. Poverty will be far from your kid. Na se wo pese saade no ekoso tena ho impart generational wealth. You go extra miles se wo ba ebedi yi. Me the Sister Ajoa ye mfa to ho me dey compare me amaba abrochira me ni Nkrata. nti sister adwoa ton krata to dan ya na mento dan ya se sister adwoa ebebo abrabo bi ana oye bribi bia e wo se me ya afei na me wi no medwene me ho na me pe kwan ya me de be move akobanim ba da bi o de de nkrata ma ne baaye no ene de wo no afei no be pen krata no ene de okita nkrata na competition. How does that work? And then in competition, but rather no. So you say, because so long as there is a movement, there's long as ye bribino, me bonya empire say Bishop Abuaji Ganza, me nyano, because time I'm me program, na ya not aware to yes, she program be about movement, the left foot. Ah, my goodness. I cannot wait for that day. I cannot wait. I won't give you all the nuggets here. Abusiafo TMA nkomo na ye di no ye ka about keys, but at the same time obi to say sister adwoa odo a no so ye de ne ba yo but one to tune ne ma ye even though so kita bro chire nkrata no or the frigana ne ba ye anaya wo no wa America ho na brabo ase why because time a de wo frigana e ba eni ya bre na oba brabo no presa oba begina ba bia sister adwoa wo no na wo no abashebone eni tirimode ene niema tantan we nom ene abrabo bone the American say for the fact say sister adwoa ewo leverage so okita green card and san owrem no it does not guarantee success unless say oye bribi ka ho. The same thing applies to you what the bosumi nsia ana 3 months in America so long as once ubeye bribi extraordinarily no ebetumi aba say sister adwoa de kenja wode na mum so long as you are moving, you are opening the right doors, you are doing the right things, making sure say to wanamon ye no enche do kita green card do you have no other 3 months ewuramu but time will actually prove whether sister adwoa has failed is cascade or even though with a leverage and I say leverage onya ye nyina no still no want to me afa koto anyi nkwan bebre wo ho a ye the green card na mo ba na mu a wo free Ghana no na wa adwene mu do na wo wonim dia wo de besua de no when you add value it doesn't matter the wedi kan no enti na make a say and hard work no eho hia a key factor but there is something called grace ne betumi ama de ebi wo hokra na enye nkran na wote wantena city da ofiri akurase ene ye fa na obi wini lottery no de ne ba ya no de ne ba is building his life obetu obi wa America ho enso ene no no gina ho a oye better off than the otina city no ba America ja no na wote oka brofo papa sen no wako school papa sen no de make nyina ne say hard work ne ye ba edru ba bia o develop no ho so much dysfunctional developed characteristics with copycat, follow, unnecessary competition, comparison, and other negativities are with no beneficial result. Absolutely. And sister adwoa or no, yeah, I mean, the sister adwoa because is mature, it doesn't bother her. So don't worry. Asem na maker, and I'm the fato. Yen nyina ye meya omu ko school no nkwala na omu di agro ni bi no saa na bi abrabo aye obi wo hokro na oba ni ko school ni maami ni nkrata ne maami ni papa ni nyina ni nkrata banadamfo no ni di agro no ekita American passport now saa nkwala ni nyina te classroom na emom no afo na be kire ne nto aso de onkita ne maami ni papa ni bi no said de wonwani abre a wo mo bo abrabo no de okita nkrata ne de tirimode ene jimie or de woni bi ni nyina na tena classroom na emom said the determination how focused both of them how disciplined the two of them are no and they be determine how far they will go enti when we say baby ye in classmates ni bi no ye nyina ye tena classroom back we can be age mate classmate but we are not grace mate Grace will catapult some people. Now you go school no. When school ntade atete. Na wo kura nka wo mpe wadamfo. Enne when you school platform no so no or your doctor. My school platforms, there's this guy, Dr. Ameyaw, or the doctor. Okita 2 doctorates. You go school your friend Mugiyaru. Hey, Yakuway. She said, you shoot in who Phoebe or the baby school. Hey. And then were your doctor. Doctor. Doctorate in Wajini too. Men not the same classroom. Me doctorate in me nibi. The American say it is grace that make it so. Crofobia one ya new amko school no muti wu. And now classmate in the Kenskafua, he's one of them. Enti obi wo ho a na hyase no, you might not see it, but he's opening the right doors. Ewo ni hiemu, ne maami hiemu no, na akwala no is determined. Na osiesie na school koye ne de. Na eniem odeniam etoto na kwan make about keys. Keys ni bi wo ho a. For instance, teenage pregnancy. Nyinseno alone is not the problem. But akwala na wasanti akwala watete akwala. The complications about it. Akwala since sometimes it even delay one kasakurano with development. Why? Because wawusha and awusha akwala. They can't about keys. There are certain doors you shouldn't open because ebi wohwa na your capacity to even enter access na wo unlawful access or wrong access. So you are a youth, you are just a teen. We want to grow. Now, baby, fufu na edada when you think you are sexually powerful. No, una bet me styles be able. Sister, grow near ball, left, right, center, left, evening, one. Yami anya wadom. Yin say yawa you be a good dada. When you be a so some stupid boy be a me come as a mena ye sometimes we share nti abrantie we pa na me man ho kwan man ne da ya uti say na show urade ya wo ya enso wadi awie wadi o ya na hwie ye o ya na hwie se ye wadi. Oh Jesus, if only we can turn back the clock. It is true, sometimes you need to be saying those things to your kids. Be honest with yourself. Obane pray or pray kakra say, honey, listen. Sleep, you will sleep. But at the end of the other, then we'll make sure send for the next 5 years. You'll not be ashamed that that person has taken the most precious thing in your life. He has seen your vulnerability. He has seen something it's not supposed to. Sa no kure we eya yintumi nka nkyere ya mama. Awofo bebre ntimi ni sa nkomo no. Ba sekere wa no ka kire wo baba no se tie me. Obai sesi ade ho ofe o hip no ba. Onufu no. Sesi obi na toma udi, there's roof, there's shelter. Na momu no. O pre sa na nyinse bebo wani mu a, you are on your own. You are on your own. Life will kick you left to right center. You have to do manual jobs. Life will actually beat you to it. Because when we get right keys, we mate now. When they are opening the right doors and shutting the ones that it is not in their any level. They are moving on. Yanke kake sa no kude we no mo. Enkyerɛkyerɛ ye ma no yenke kanke saa no kuro we no enkyerɛkyerɛ ye ma mema no be me na wo ya abrantie wo ye fine boy lusu na mmom owrɔwrɔ maayewa no ntade no or the girls bi be fie hɔ ne classmate wo ye maame oti abrochire or the nkrɔfo mama ewurawura wo fie hɔ ka kyerɛ won sɛ won kɔ fie. Tell them the truth. Sit both of them down and tell them the realities of life. Don't can't one. Tell them. Tell them some of your own mistakes. Some of you, say it is not the best. Can we not kura won't say, Minima san kwa baby umwa, bianca the choices I've made, I will not do it. Kasano kura the chira uba. Kasano kura, yam mammy mu bebre, and cano kura bi, and chira yen. Untuba who say, was she will be. None the buafunu who den, and yenny pan and the buafunu, will be our watching a deep pain. Obi a wone na ye transaction bi ankoso enti mefa ne say de bia me ya na me kan na me dia akoso ye mfato ho because asantefo bebre mpe anwrafo asem for some reason enya bribi o maye o mo ne say asantefo ni bi epese o mo kire se o mo ani atese anwrafo na anwrani so de o ya wode bejew enti na musuro won no entro ni nkontompo a bebre mani ate pese o kire se wono nani ate si yanwonani no anwonani so de o ya wonye no hwe no afa akire kode no abodua wa ye ode ajew inti bebre asanjefo bebre suro anwonafo is the fact that otibi asantini timi dwa nanum aye nyina ye bribi ya is a norm that is there. Make us say a more be me funny 2 personal a discussion ayeka. Asantefo bebre dwa wonum ene omo ne de wo omo pehye omo park sesem efo so de ono nam ho boko efo eni sika na so pepepe ye justice efo davi nyabro de o pepepe enti o ba no ne na ba betwem na asantini ne pese obu efo kwasea efo se menka ohwe me de bejew abodua ama wa do tu adwufom nti won penasem ana na okọ school no ai beni no ehye ne bo se o me ware wani okọ fie ne maame ehwe se di asantefo won tekrema so ntro ne ani brebre wo mo so ane maame se da bi abayewa no mempenasem me chese e wo se maame te na no ka kire ne se asantefo de e wo se o ma wani da ho ne ye de a kire maame no se maame be ka no kore pa esemisi so de o breaki me heart e ya amunani no da bi o no de akode nane number bi abayewa nye no hwe obedi abayewa ye ni saa be chese obedi abayewa ne ni saa Brani see so na ne girlfriend open pa ye ngnani. Ahye sister yi dwa. Sister yi ente ne ho won yakpojie mo won ye fa ha adunga ye fa ha ye si ha mi yaga odesa no ahye sika no. Enti no wa hye sika no free say wo hye wo papa sika wo papa na twem bona wo hye wo papa dwetiri wo papa mpenkranfo asem biem se papa bete na no aka kye no se enkranfo maaje maako no wani abre se wo bobre bebre na wo ne wo mema nyina bebre pebre kasa no kore no kire wo ba na jai se mempe wanse won so kora wontumi nka exactly what it is empe na asem no ontin wo onka onim no wo ba bia asem empe na asem e dia ba isem no enye ba yi ade bi kasa no kore no wahu say you start say you disan komo we mu bi e wo yen community mu anka mu adwo pa you start say you didi san komo we bi na ye kan ye no kore kire ye mama ne ye mamari mana even the choices ye man be ye no will be better than the ones we did. Yeah, ye baba man is so. It's not just going to have a sex mate, somebody to warm his bed. It's not just going to go for a cook. No. But the baba man will run and watch that indeed the woman he really loves. Yes, he will choose right. Obaba man should know said the moment I make Robi Batari, I am responsible. I must be able to feed and clothe and also bring something on the table. And yes, I'm coming to baby. It is a key. Yes, youthful exuberance. When you are youth, you have to try everything. That is the norm of the day. Yes, ma wa ya just so shada ko no tirim because so boyfriend bi wo ho was say we look good. Ya kakra ya wo kura. It is a sign. We've been there, we've done it, we have the certificate to show. Kasa no kora no chira wo ba. Bana started ya petre is in secondary school or co school person tree makeup then who is he going to show that makeup to? You should know. It's a sign. And your sign say wo ba no we're seen in penny so. He have to look good for one boy one stupid boy who doesn't have a roof or no be a tree rent man. It's what can I catch them? Maybe I'm catching me baba no. So you see how you sometimes your room is dirty. I have to be calling clean your room. Na boy no so. Ono kra de bi kra ono Nigeria brother bi ne da. E bi ono Nigeria brother bi me catch them me ba no. Wan hwe yi a Ghana me kai those times no. E my one bi wo wa. Boyfriends no go fa no kra we need and you ajo do ko na down for. What a shame. And then you look back and you're like, what the hell? Why did I do that? Some boy no na mo na ye de ne cha oba America ye de ne cha okra wo mpe meboa. It is true. It is true pa. Yeah, can't about keys. Into keys no say ye bedi ye, say ye ndi ye. Bebre na jina yensem. A lot of it ewo yensem. Now key stages key like baby keys are very important to me. It's when we are in our prime of life. Answer now, who set keys now. Oh dear, Juman, I've already talked about the fact that if you want to know whether the keys, the doors you are opening are the right doors now, the door you need tomorrow, no, you have started opening the keys you need for tomorrow, no, you have started looking for the door that needs to be opened today. We were considering now, okay. To me, I say, next 2 years, I want to have a PhD or I want to have my master's. I cannot just be sitting down and say I want to have my master's. No. I have to have my master's. At what time? At what time do I want to accomplish that? When do I want to finish and all that? So if it means that I have to go for uni, you know, and yama na person who need that channel, you feel as ye ye mu bebre wo ho a and yama na ye be ne that channel, and ho ahoden ni kura yen. Mefa no say adwuma bi na wo pe ana bribi na wo pa. First, you need to get the application form, fill it. Untumi if I were not enkaso, me pay adwuma we, baby. It doesn't work like that, and that is not how it works. So there me pen or channel. I was say me flat CNA. Me pese me di me pese me di me pese me di. But di no, they have formula. They are relentless now that they have strength. Now, when their knees and their legs are getting weaker, they sit down and their worth will work for them. How do they do that? They'll be building capacity while there is still strength in them. While they are young, they are building capacity, they are building. And then at a certain point in time, they will relax and enjoy their worth. Even for most of them, they always add value. They don't just say, my yenti. No, the upper generational wealth no on tenasekwa or tenasia na bribi ye adwuma ama no system be or they are putting in place is working for that person. It just does not sit down and say something have to work. No, but the system he has put in place will generate the next resources. Mo share me fridge no ho no. Me de niema bebre abobo ho me won niema bi a short term goals me won niema bi a I have to do an NH ya but because me ko fridge ni mu me man ko fridge me something to do with the family appointments nesane with the abobo ho so I don't forget so that like I said baby are free wo Ghana no we do things haphazardly Ghana na obi ehi yare a ambulance no enye adwuma owu ana ambulance akofa no ye no backwardness meaning said the American it make sense yeah obi yare ohia ambulance needs a transfer you don't get the ambulance na owu ani e de na to ambulance mu na ye people na ye dede how and this place, ambulance no will work whilst the person needs it. So it will two different na yedi adwuma no. Now what baby ambulance ne be ye adwuma. Na oni obi a ambulance na dwe wawu ansa na na to ambulance mu a. Saa nipa kono you should know how to deal with that person. Because whilst you are forward thinking, or no can't like or no always is going backwards. No, catch yourself, that is how we do it. One of their national anthem. Instead, say he will learn or relearn and also learn no or no will insist to say sana yeno. On person best san aba baby our person will because baby your one society no sana or yeno. A lot of us, I was saying, say, in seed ne crying. Enti, obi ebisa said, obi wo hwa, na wonim bibi ye, bibi uwon sa no dwuma bi, you don't sweat. Like, a ma bebre, COVID imu, etibo no, you do it for wo mape. Tie wo, oyama wo mape. Ba wodo makwa sorry do omko ni oh tie the efo oh very nice oh hwan abusia ebi anka apolish no enye mpanimfo ti yenkwala nko ati on de omba 50-40 it is something, it is tax free, it is something you do it naturally, you don't sweat. What about that? Inti uya wadwuma na oji 50-40 me say COVID imu me wo me ni trebo na COVID imu a me kita maiwa mienu salon me ebiye wo mutiri nwa basai nkakra enne mitimi bo single plat na anu me she weave on anye yiye nso nipa na me she ni was mam why is it so itchy? Yours is different. Na just say anko yiye baby amede no anko yiye but a mama bemu. What it means is I have to continuously practice it. Said me practice single plat na ye no sister. Say me to me born ye penny no say when you upper styles. Upper styles here minimum styles boy die and yet for now you because why na kitwe answer na kitwan bedroom penny no 50 ni 40 na ebeje me funiti no. Say I will save it. Nya ye pen ma che na tena se no abo. Anto anko so bedu secondary school upper styles na me sika na bi ho ato. Me de na ye practice eye me amedia abusia seed ni binu no sa sika ni nyina nka metumi me wo hoi anka every 6 weeks bia 6 weeks bia ayere so a wo bo nkwala we 6 weeks ni bedru na ye basa nti no but nyame adom and 6 weeks no ketwa no me sika no me de ye bibi foforo enti seed me binu no anka eko me ko westi o me kwa kotua ma obi edi abusia dia na mpesa me kan wa ha me mpesa me kire ne say if you are conscious and now you are opening the right doors, wastage doesn't come in. You don't waste much unnecessarily. Umisa ante ya afoda at any age. And yes, only bills or bills are wutia or niema bebre oye or nananom or ma. But a lot of things when he was in his 30s, 40s, he was doing it, and ne yukaso wonya wonye. Now until say nipa bi wo ho a it is say ade no ebe decrease no onyi no na increase habit na enye no ebe decrease no na mo bi wo ho de a na increase eno ho asem na ye ka no say anye the other way round wan hwe yi a ugina pro na chi you over force but enye ne safo an nti emiye da ye mu bebre ye ti abrochire ye mindset said ye niema ensesa ye integrity ye conform ye na yi niema bi mfifiri mu ni nti no ye gina pro na chi it is not opening and you obi a na ye nobody is doing us anything nobody ye ne yo ye niema ye nsem keka said ye niema bibi obi beye bia ye ho ewo ho asem ka. Listen, obi ye bibi na wonti ase a you laugh about that thing. But until you get understanding of why and the reason why the person does it, And because any personal life inti, any no be wo explanation to it. Bible said the vision is for appointed time. Wait for it. So it means that sometimes even you as the vision carrier, you don't have enough words to articulate or to explain to the person who is watching you, standing somewhere, watching you doing something. They wouldn't get it. Sometimes even your own spouse, one kasa, uchocho mucha one ne dam pasono. And yamani bi wo hwa vision no wo one tiasie, but it doesn't mean say one tiasie intina wo se utugu. No. It takes a lot of perseverance and also showing the end result to say, I believe in what I am doing. Yes. And nyama bebre wo hwa ya nyame afre ye wo mu a, it doesn't make sense to the other person. It shouldn't make sense to the other person because it's not the vision carrier. He's not the one who's been called into it. Yes, there will be a lot of obstacles. A lot of things will come in your way just to stop you. Yes. Ekwane de will be any more kwansifo no dooso. Enti wo na wo say, o persevere. And now the Bible say, na Joseph asondaye. Ese ono Joseph akwala no. Obedi ni nwa mpanimfo so. What kind of ridiculous dream is that? Now, as a child, and so Petre was so catch the one. Sometimes some of us, we have shared our dreams, our visions with people, and because they are vision and dream killers, you know, one among dreams, you know, academ, your vision, you know, ayira aton's room. The moment you told that person, this is what I want to do, and why, and no start to boo abem, aju nya way answer. I want you to say, and I dear ben, no, you yourself. Say, oh, vision and be focused. Be focused. Because when you focus and determine, there will always be something that just a bit hinder. There will always be something. Something will be opposition to that dream. Something will oppose that vision of yours. But just say your friend and when tasso, it was so retasso. Oh, I remember those days. Obi said now then now how who be bresa but I know minim the entia. And then in the English crowd, maybe ya now how baby I would read the MBO now pay, Ocaso goes with said, baby I would read the MBO now pay, Yami on your debut. Eh, baby I many done, and yet says ya the ocean baby says ya brothers have in my chassis. Mean drew baby are you? Me no baby I yeah be I'm menyashi cry. I'm not me who safe na my chassis all the time. So I really shemitri more. And my main family baby I made drew and carry obi dia wadru. So I really shemitri mo say me baby I mean drew baby ya all the time no me ye before fro. Enti afe na my chassis. Se me hu ne sa and my many made baby obi adru because I wo my dream. Me ankasa bi say I am moving. My pace is not somebody's pace. The way I am doing it might not be somebody's. It does for somebody he thinks I'm not doing anything. But no, tell I want a process na me komuno on you cannot bypass the process. No. Some process takes time. Some of the things we have to go through takes time. Some of the reformations we have to go through, mindset change, how we need to position ourselves to actually achieve that aim, it takes time. The NTI take it time, they say, a lot of things have to be relearned. A lot of things have to be shifted. A lot of things, there are perceptions, the way we see things. And something you've done all through your lifetime. And you want to change it. It does, and yet 2 months, and yet 1 month, and yet 3 months a day. Some of us, it takes time. So why would the Israelites something that could have taken 4 years, I take it 40 years. I mean, it doesn't add up. It doesn't add up. But then you person oyi Mizrim no every woman. Now a person oyi Mizrim mentality in every woman. There was a lot of things that needed to be taken away from them before they can get to the promised land. I am saying these things because some of you, even though you are doing the best you can, but measure what they are so how you measure success, you'll be there now what they say. What you don't know, say whichever way, whichever stage in your life you are in, if only you are holding the right keys, you are doing the right things there, and then now you are on course. Unless you are not doing the right thing. But if you are doing the right thing there, and now you are on course. Ebusiafo, aha ena mede mu besi. Sese memre ni swa nti no, yebebu no to sa. Anytime bi a menya 30 minutes, 40 minutes na maso camera. Na emu ba share ma me. So masha the theme a year mede kono. I'm talking about life. And the fafa baby just like I used to do long time talks years back. 3 years ago, I'm video be a but me and I won't require so maybe with time I'll try to upload some of the videos on Land Time Talks page. And if I won't like me page and like it, share, now follow. Mammy, 3 years upon today is your birthday. Happy birthday to you, sweetheart. My able secretary 1 3 years upon. Sapoma make sure happy birthday, Omidofo. Happy birthday. And this birthday shout out also goes to my own sister, Barbara Ofori, all the way in London. Happy birthday, sis. Happy birthday. I mean, sure, no soon and to happy birthday. Happy birthday. And then to a big shout out to each and every one of you who has also supported this page to come this far. Hooray, 10,000 viewers, followers. And let's keep pushing. I know it hasn't been easy, but God is our helper. Munko share, munim say, the page idea, education, we just come here to have fun and release stress. Saturday weekend rendezvous, I'll be doing it. What is cooking? There's a whole lot of things I want to do, like I said, but I need to get permission from, because some of the content I want to bring, I might bring it home, and I need to find out whether my kids are comfortable with it, or my husband is also comfortable with it. So yeah, I'll see what I can do. There's a lot of things in my sleeve. And a big shout out to Emma Papebi, Emma Pafo. God bless you. Madam nyina mwase nyame nhyira mu nyina sita adwa odo anti ya foda Lydia Jumai mu nyina nyame onhyiram enaja makokonsa bi kosho baby said the nipa ne no so ha ni de me am ti won say nkrofo we di ngongonza wo baby ngina mu ni he, but nyame nhyira mu say mabaso. God bless you. Busiafo asemo.
Sisi obesi abusisireku onye onwam kasamereku ya owantam nuro nanso na pampam kuku awomreku atinase bio obesani chechefruma kanya heroma doso bregoma timo bonyono awomreku atinase bio obesani chechefruma kanya heroma doso bregoma timo bonyono
Sawa Ebusiafo me mana be fi nti mo nyamo memre na ye be nti ye be se nhie bi me de nchi akese e ma me kan say next week me de anti ya for that will be on the seat. There's a whole lot of things I want to ask this woman. Nti tune in. I know it's going to be fun. So tune in next week. God bless you all.